That was Chase Harrington taking the snap and trying to get around the left-hand side, but not quite making it around the end of the line and getting pushed out of bounds after a 3-yard gain.
Okay. Whenever you're ready, it's all you. All right, thank you. All right, thanks. Good. Thank you. I got it, Ryan. Sorry. Oh, no, you got it. Yep.
I thought you guys forgot me. Okay, they're all stacked, I'm telling you.
Am I in the way here?
Daniel got in the way, and he got a hold call.
Pitch back to Chase Harrington, who gets back to the original line, the line of scrimmage, but a flag on the play.
Keep pushing that side, okay? Keep pushing that side.
The call is a hold on the Sobos. That will push them back 10 yards, repeat second down.
All right, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into South Beloit High School, where today we have I8FA state playoff action. It is the South Beloit Sobos, the hosts, against the Alden-Hebron OLSHA Giants. Matt Mishak alongside with you. We are already in progress. South Beloit has the ball at the 50-yard line, and it's going to be Caden Cook up the middle, and it'll be just a gain of 2.
Caden Cook made as if to hand off, but then kept it himself and leaned forward for a couple of yards. It will be 3rd and long.
So 3rd and 8. So Matt Mishak here alongside you. This may not be Gary Kasparov versus Deep Blue or Bobby Fisher versus Boris Spassky or a match in the modern times with Magnus Carlson, but this will be a chess match today, and we'll have more details on how familiar these teams are with each other after this play. Cook back to throw. Sidearms left. He's got Harrington out there across the 45 to about the 42-yard line.
Off to the left to Chase Harrington, who scampers forward for a number of yards, but not quite enough to get the first down. It will be 4th and 9.
4th and 9 from about the 42-yard line. Both coaches, Josh Radisky and of South Beloit and John Lawler, very familiar with each other. These workouts started preseason, late July. They got together here at South Beloit and took on each other in practices. They also had that Week 6 matchup, which we will talk a lot about during this broadcast. 4th down, got the Giants to jump a little bit, and we'll see which way this is going to go.
Okay, you're going to have 4th and 5.
It will be encroachment on the Giants.
False start on the Alden-Hebron Giants.
So
after
it
the
will
hard
be 4th
count
and
by
about
Caden
5.
Cook. That makes
the ball is spotted on the 37 of Alden-Hebron OLSHA. Very glad to be here with you today. Beautiful day for football out here in the high 40s. Mostly cloudy skies. The sun was out earlier. We're hoping for that to return. But a packed house here on the visitor sideline. 4th down and 5 for the Sobos. Cook will hand inside Harrington. He's stopped short. He is stopped short.
Chase Harrington
at the 35-yard line of Alden-Hebron. The Giants will take over.
The result is a turnover back to the Alden-Hebron Giants.
So Alden-Hebron OLSHA, they had the ball first. They didn't go anywhere on it, and then they make the big defensive stop, keeping the 1,000-yard rusher Harrington from getting the first down. So now the Giants will be on their 2nd possession of the game. We'll talk about the line in a little bit, but Stewart in the shotgun. He's got Beganis to the right. Louis gets the direct snap, so Bajanis across the 35 to about the 39. The spot will be at the 40-yard line of Alden-Hebron, so that's a gain of 5 for Louis Bajanis.
Number 34.
Now Louis Bajanis
Jack Stewart
came over in the OLSHA co-op for Alden-Hebron. So he goes to OLSHA, but earlier this year, John Lawler, the athletic director and coach, got OLSHA on board, and Louis Bajanis has been an 1,000-yard rusher. And now Stewart and Bajanis have the direct snap, and Louis going to get it again across the 40. 45, he's got a first down for Alden-Hebron right at midfield. So Bajanis making his presence known on this series with 15 yards total on the run.
And getting
that will be a first down for Alden-Hebron. That's exactly what the Giants needed. as it's, ball security is so crucial. And Lawler said coming into it that discipline is going to be the key to success. So at midfield, Stewart now under center behind Kyle Anger. Stewart's going to hand to Jack Stewart up the middle, 40, 45, 35, 30, 25, 20. Can he go the distance? 10, 5, touchdown. Alden-Hebron Giants, there are no flags on the field.
All the way down the field for
And
an
you can hear the
Alden-Hebron
horns here on the
touchdown.
sideline of the Giants faithful. Jack Stewart, the fullback. And how about that run? Way down the field, right down the middle. No one had an answer for him all the way in. And Alden-Hebron strikes first with 6 points. Got a happy bunch of white and green Giants down on the sideline there. But this is exactly the way that the Week 6 matchup started against South Beloit. This was a rushing touchdown by Stewart. The Week 6 was a touchdown by Carreno. So the Giants, no stranger to striking first. Stewart, handoff. Bajanis trying to get to the goal line. He did not.
Once again,
He did not get to the goal line. And Bajanis will not get the 2-point conversion.
Unable to make it back to the
It
goal
is
line.
6-0
2-point
Alden-Hebron
conversion is
OLSHA
no good.
over South Beloit. 7:22 here left to go
Alden-Hebron
in the opening
6,
quarter.
And the South Beloit Sobos 0.
So let's talk about the starters here. South Beloit's going to be receiving this kickoff. Now Landon Reed, we saw Caden Cook on that first series be the quarterback, but Reed's been the main quarterback. 17 of 46 passing on the season. So Cook was one of those in Week 6 against Alden-Hebron that was taking direct snaps in the Wildcat, and that really, threw the Giants off. But now we'll see what Coach Radisky and the Sobos have on this second series. But like I said before, it was a chess match, and so there's a little bit of different looks from the Giants on offense. But Landon Reed, we'll see if he's back under center. Chase Harrington, we called his number a few times on that first drive for the Sobos. Over 1,000 yards on the season, and in Week 7, or the last week's game against Polo, where they lost 70-42, he did have 122 yards and a touchdown. So we'll see what Radisky does here on the second series. But first, the kickoff. Alden-Hebron going left to right. Fabian Carreno will kick it, and it will go out of bounds. So there's the strategy going on, and having seen the Giants a lot this season, there is that strategy of trying to angle the kick to try and have it stay in bounds.
Out of bounds.
If you're a golfer, it's almost like trying to check up your pitching wedge and trying to have that spin back on the green. And sometimes these kicks will go out of bounds. So that's the strategy. And we'll see, but South Beloit will get this one as it went out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Will take over at their own 35-yard line, 1st and 10.
So we'll see, try to identify who is out there for the Sobos. Got to look at number 4, Cam Meister. He's going out all the way to the left. And we're going to have, looks like we still have Cook back there. We'll see. Yep, Cook is back to throw. He's going to launch it deep down the right side. He's got a man open. It is caught across the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. This is the score for South Beloit. And it is a long touchdown reception for Landon Reed, but there is a flag down. Hold everything. There is a flag down in the backfield.
The flag was on Alden-Hebron, so the touchdown will stand. That was Landon Reed with the reception and the touchdown.
We got to keep them spread. If we're going to do it, we got to keep them in our
Yes, sir.
formation, or we got to keep it spread out, so they can't be up inside. That's a
No
great
audio?
run.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great run. Great job.
Okay.
They're all day.
Uh-huh. Yep. Uh-huh.
Okay, you
sir, yeah. Property.
Pass is complete, but he was out of bounds when he caught the ball, so no good. We now stand at a tie score. South Beloit Sobos 6, Alden-Hebron Giants 6.
Well, 69 is really fast, though. He's more in alignment. Okay, tell him right now 4 or 6. 4 or 6.
Okay, I got sources. I'm on Main here.
Whichever team wins here today will have the honor of going on the road next week to Milledgeville to play them.
What's that? All right. Properties is above sources. Okay. I see Coles County now. It says image file. Oh, am I on? Okay, hold on. Should I be on the video capture device for sources? Sorry, go ahead.
You should be. Only thing you need to worry about, period. From now on, don't worry about anything else.
A good kick, jumbling catch, and a return of about 10 yards will start the Alden-Hebron Giants at their own 25-yard line.
Okay. Yep. All right, so I'm on Main, and then sources. I've got the eyeball on I8FA video capture device. TSSR logo small, and then there's another video capture device that has an eye on it.
Okay, I'm getting picture. I need the audio.
Right.
I need the audio. Whatever one is audio. It should say main mixer.
That was Jack Stewart carrying the ball,
In the sources part.
juggling back and forth, and gaining close to 5 yards. We'll call that a second and a short 6.
Because it was making the thing click, so something has changed.
Main audio.
Okay.
Got it.
Go to properties. Go to properties.
All right.
Now, what's the drop down window say before you hit the drop down window?
Line USB audio codec.
Okay, click on that again. And tell me what the other ones are.
Microphone array and digital audio interface USB 3.0 capture.
Nope, you're on the right one then.
Okay.
Click on that, push OK. Now, to the right of the sources, there's the audio thing.
Yep.
Is it moving?
Flag thrown on the Alden-Hebron Giants. A 5-yard penalty. Second and 11.
Do you have your microphone turned up?
I've got the one turned up.
Is that the one you got is that the headset you got on? Not to be a smart ass, but for some reason you're not getting. Is main turned back up 3/4?
No, it's turned up half.
Turn it up to 3/4.
Okay. All right, let me, you want me to start going? Go ahead.
Start talking and see if that level's changed.
Okay.
Jack Stewart trying to find room, but Chase Arrington getting in there and tripping him up, pulling him down.
Yeah, the levels have changing. Yeah, it can be heard.
Okay, so you're as you talk, like if you start talking about the game, if you look at that, it's moving back and forth.
Correct. Correct. Do you want me to start?
Just sit down the phone.
Yep.
And then at the next, just leave the phone on if you would.
Yep.
Actually, I'm gonna hang up. Just keep your phone where you can see it.
Okay, sounds good.
If you don't have audio, I'll call you back.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
We apologize. Working on the audio issues. So Stewart back to throw. He's got it. Fires it right side incomplete. Intended for Jack Stewart.
Good tight coverage from the Sobos, making it difficult to find.
What an exchange of the past couple of drives for Alden-Hebron and South Beloit. So the Giants have the ball again. It'll be 4th down and 14. Ball is around the 18-yard line. Actually across the 20 to 21. So Fabian Carreno is in punt formation. Carreno will have a direct snap. High kick. Down the middle. It is fielded at about the 47-yard line. and a good return across the 35.
That was Zane Hagstrom running up
And
to get the short punt.
Hagstrom, 5'10",
punt and moving the ball
sophomore.
forward another 8 yards or so.
And South Beloit will take
the
over
decent
at about the 33-yard line
field position
of
to start their
Alden-Hebron.
run or pass.
I said lots to talk about. I'll do talking about it. This is going to be a chess match between both coaches. Josh Radisky, South Beloit, John Lawler of Alden-Hebron. So here we go. As Cook is still back there in the shotgun formation. He takes the snap. He's going to start rolling to the right or left. He's going to shake and bake. Gets across the 30-yard line. Now will be forced out of bounds by Cole Armburst, number 69 of Alden-Hebron. That's what worked really well in week 6 was Cook taking the direct snaps and going down the field, and that's across the 30 to about the 28-yard line of Alden-Hebron. So that was a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. I'd like to thank those of you that are tuning in here as we're straightening out the audio issues. Handoff up the middle to J.C. Schober.
That was big J.C. Schober.
And J.C. Schober, you can hear the public address announcer say big, listed as 5'9", 190. But had a 2-yard gain on that one. It's going to be 3rd down and 3 for the Sobos on the left hash mark. Sobos going right to left. And there's Cook. He's now directly under center. He's going to hand it off. Chase Harrington up the middle. He's trying to push forward, trying to get close to that spot. And looking at the official spot, it's about at the 21-yard line. That's good enough for a first down for the Sobos. So Matt Mishak here with you. Coming down to about 4 minutes left in the opening quarter. 6-6 is our score. Just like week 6, Alden-Hebron scoring that first touchdown on a long touchdown run by Jack Stewart, the fullback up the middle. Then the Sobos answering with a pass from Cook to Landon Reed. Big plays for both teams. Cook handing off left side. Harrington going down the sideline past the 20. Forced out of bounds by Armbrust at about the 17-yard line.
Left-hand side. Scampering forward before being pushed out of bounds after a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6.
This will bring up 2nd down. Really nice day out here. The wind is calm, and we're thinking about having some sprinkles here. That would have affected some ball security, but so far relatively dry. Caden Cook under center, 2 backs behind him. Harrington's one of them is going to be up the middle to Schober. Schober has crossed the 10 to the 5. He is in for the touchdown.
And J.C.
Schober
taking a quick handoff,
right up the middle.
Into the end zone for the
and it was
Sobos.
about an 18-yard touchdown run. Nothing fancy, just old-fashioned right up the middle. The line did a great job, and we'll give credit to that line right now. And they really opened the hole there. You got a lot of great starters on that offensive line for South Beloit. Valenti Ortega, Brady Whalety, and Jonah Martinez, paving the way. Those 3 up front. Now on the 2-point conversion, Cook, the lone person in the backfield in the shotgun. You got a motion to the left. Cook's going to keep it himself. He's going to go across the 5. He's going to be over the goal line, inside the pylon, and it is good.
Running into traffic. Makes it just
so South Beloit,
end zone and in for a 2-point conversion.
Just like week 6.
Our score now is the South Beloit
takes 14 unanswered points.
Giants 6.
And they have a 14-6 advantage. 2:54 left to go here in quarter number 1. You really have to think that this is going to be a track meet, and it's going to be up to the Giants to try and keep up. But what a start. What a start to this
Marius
game.
Red, Farron Zachary,
for both teams. While we have a little bit of time before the kickoff, we'll talk a little bit about the Alden-Hebron starters. So as they'll get set to receive the kickoff, J.P. Stewart at quarterback, top 20 in the I8FA career statistics list, has had a fine season. Coach Lawler's been pleased at the balance that he's shown, has limited the interceptions, only about a handful. As South Beloit prepared to kick it off. Cole Armbrust back deep. You can see probably in the camera shot, you can see number 23, Caleb Lindeman, on the sidelines. Well, those two are cousins, but, Caleb Lindeman had the big start to the season. Now watching from the bench on injury. Cole's got it at about the 14-yard line. They'll take it up to across the 30 to about the 35-yard line, where he'll be wrestled down by a couple of Sobos.
Long kick.
In on the stop was Keaton Pouch, number 23, and a few other Sobos, but Armbrust with a big return there, about 20 yards across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
And Alden-Hebron will take over at the 36-yard line.
So Pavian Carreno is the tight end. He's going to be out there. You're going to see him lined up on the right side. On the other side of, or on the left, to the right of Max Benitez. Stewart in the shotgun. He's going to take a direct snap, come up the middle, across the 35 to the 40-yard line. So a solid gain on first down of 4 for Stewart right up the middle.
Stewart gets an easy 4 yards for the Alden-Hebron Giants.
It'll be second down and 6. Clock continues to move. 2:35 left to go opening quarter. South Beloit up 14-6. I think both coaches, except maybe on the Alden-Hebron side, maybe a little bit upset that there's 14 on the board, but both coaches have to be pleased that both teams are engaged and in the game early. Stewart with the hard count, giving it to Bajanis. Going right, Louis is across the 45-yard line to about the 47, where that will be a first down for the Alden-Hebron OLSHA Giants. So Bajanis early on being productive. So the line getting the good push for the Giants up front offensively. And that's the one thing that they need to do, is to make sure that they have some long sustained drives. You don't want to have too many 3-and-outs. So Stewart, Bajanis is right next to Stewart. So this is that formation. Bajanis is going to get the snap, going to go directly up the middle, across his midfield to about the 49-yard line of South Beloit into Sobo territory.
A gain of 2 tough yards, 2nd and 8.
We mentioned Carreno, Colton Crowell, the other tight end, number 30, Kyle Anger, the center, Matt Nanini, the left guard, and the right guard you're going to see Max Benitez, but you're also going to see Johnny Mishak, number 73, come in as well, but Max is in there right now. So on second down, Stewart under center, Bajanis behind him. It's going to be up to Jack Stewart. So JP's brother will get about 1 yard before being pushed back by J.C. Schober.
That's nothing.
So that is going to be a no gain on the play. Thought a forward progress might get something, but there is nothing there. So Schober and the Sobos were ready for that. That was the same type of run that Stewart got the touchdown on earlier. So the middle linebacker core of the Sobos were ready. Having some urgency on the sidelines from Coach Lawler, saying let's get up there. Third down and 8. And it's going to be
a flag on
penalty.
The play.
And it's going to be a false start on the Giants. It's making a third down even longer.
That will move them back 5 yards.
That's what Coach Lawler said, is that discipline and open field tackling are going to be the keys for today. Giving up a few big plays, but also the discipline coming down to the penalties, making the situations harder, and that is the end of the first quarter here at South Beloit High School, where we have South Beloit up 14-6 on Alden-Hebron OLSHA. So we'll keep it here for the in-between quarters. And want to mention a few games that are underway right now. You know, statewide in I8FA, we've got Hiawatha traveling to Polo to take on the Marcos, the 3 versus 14, and then West Carroll and West Central are underway as well. Those had 1 p.m. starts, just like this one. In about 30 minutes or so, we're going to have the 2 p.m. start times, Macon Meridian, Milledgeville, and then we've got Milford Sisseton Park and Amboy. Those are on the 2 p.m. So if some of you are waiting to hear audio from those games across the various options available, thank you for joining me here. That's going to be J.P. Stewart back to throw. Now he's going to scramble, try and get across the line of scrimmage. He is very close to the first down. That reach at the end may have gotten it there.
Stewart decides to keep it and manages to get forward back to the original line of scrimmage.
So,
It'll be 4th
so
and
the
10.
49, so he's back to the original line of scrimmage. And it's going to be 4th and 10. So 4th down and 10. Fabian Carreno will be back to punt. He's averaged over 41 yards a kick this season, and it will be a timeout as Coach Lawler is going to talk some things over.
Timeout taken on the field.
So yeah, those 2 p.m. starts coming up soon, and then at 3 p.m. you'll have Metro East Lutheran, the 11th seed, traveling to St. Anne to play the Cardinals, the 6th seed. And then at 6 p.m. tonight will be Southport, the Ponies at 9-0, taking on Galva. So Galva, after a few seasons where they were down in the standings, rebounded in a big way to get back into the postseason. Talking about last night's result on the left side of the bracket, number 4 seed Pawnee, the Indians, with a 42-30 win over Flanagan Cornell Woodland. So Pawnee has advanced to the round of 8. So the timeout has been completed. 11:19 left to go here in the second quarter. Carreno back in punt formation, gets the snap. It's a low kick, end over end. It's going to take a nice giant bounce. So inside the 15-yard line is where Jack Stewart will down it,
12 yards.
and the Sobos will take over.
And South Beloit will take it over deep in their own territory.
Well, speaking of South Beloit, you have 7 straight wins to start the season, and then you run into two real good quality programs in West Carroll and Polo, and the losses were hung up there, but Coach Radisky has said now is a good time for things to reset. This is a new season right now. And we have to put what's happened the past 2 weeks behind us and clean things up. So now on first down, directly under center is Cook. He's going to hand it up to Schober. And Schober is going to get about 3 yards. That will be at about the 19-yard line.
Left of center.
So going along
4 yards.
that left side there, behind Ortega, Brady Whaley, Jonah Martinez. As Whaley is the center, and now he's got Cook under center. Cook is going to hand off Harrington up the middle. That's going to be a first down, and that's going to be across the 25-yard line. And South Beloit will get a first down.
Not before attaining a first down for the Sobos.
So Chase Harrington, great numbers against Polo last week. As we talked about earlier, 122 yards and a touchdown, over 1,000 yards for the season. So he is the main workhorse, but Coach Radisky showing, hey, we've got some more weapons than that. Cook is going to hand off up the middle. It's going to be Harrington again, fighting for more yardage across the 35. And it looks like it's going to be marked at about
and moving the ball forward again
the 38-yard line, right between the 37 and 38-yard line. It'll be second down for the Sobos. 9:48 and counting here in the first half. Cook, 2 backs in the backfield. Now we've got motion. Meister coming to the left side. And then you got Hegstrom on the left. It's going to be a sweep to the right. It's going to be across the 40 to about the 45-yard line. Meister is out of bounds. And that will be a first down for the
Cameron
Sobos.
Meister
So
going
Cam
around the right-hand
Meister
side
is
and picking up
primarily a
another
tight
South
end,
Beloit first
but he
down.
has had some rushing attempts on the season, and so he was in motion to the left. He took that tight end spot on the left and then came back on that play and took the sweep to the right. That's a first down for the Sobos. At the 45-yard line, South Beloit. Cook now in the shotgun snap. He's going to hand it Harrington, sweeping left. He's got a blocker out in front. Gets by Stewart, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. Colton Crowell trying to take him down, and he does.
Harrington with speed.
But Chase Harrington
down by a shirt
with a
not before
huge
getting
run.
all the way down to the 20-yard line for the Sobos.
So a big run, 30-plus yard run from Chase Harrington. And took a saving tackle from Colton Crowell, number 30, to prevent that from being 6 more points. But just like the Giants had early success on their offensive line,
Colton Crowell
the
making
front
touchdown
three
saving tackle.
and also tight end blocking has been working very effectively up the middle and primarily to the left for South Beloit. 1st and 10. Cook in the shotgun snap. He's going to take it. He's going to run to the right. He's going to try and get across the 20. He does. Across the 15 and out of bounds. Jack
Cook
Stewart and
taking
Cole
the
Armbrust
ball down
forced
to
him out of bounds.
Close to the
It'll be at the 12-yard line.
It will be 2nd and very short.
So a 2nd and short opportunity for South Beloit. Defensively for the Giants, you have a lot of two-way players. So Kyle Anger on that defensive line, number 74. Matt Nanini as well. So they're on not only offensive line but defensive line, and Fabian Carreno up there on the front three as well. So about a 3-2-3 formation. See Armbrust and Stewart creeping in. Cook, handoff. Schober up the middle again. He's going to have a first down, and it's going to be 1st and goal for the Sobos.
J.C. Schober pushing forward.
And it's going to be a fumble recovery, and the Giants recover. The ball did come out. I could see Jack Stewart celebrating. And the signal is that it is Alden-Hebron football. So the defense with a huge play and getting the football back, keeping South Beloit out of the end zone. What an absolutely huge stand, knocking the ball out and getting the recovery. With all the momentum going South Beloit's way, let's see if the Giants can rebound. J.P. Stewart, shotgun formation. He's got Bajanis with him. Bajanis has his arms out as well. Now motion, Jack Stewart coming motion. Louis Bajanis gets this direct snap, but South Beloit was all over that one. All over that one, the pressure.
No gain from the runner. It will be
there,
and
on the play was Andrew Kaler, number 22. We'll call his name a lot defensively. He's had a lot of big plays for the Sobos. A lot of tackles. And also we'll have Gabe Najera, number 7, will be called upon a lot as we move through the ball game. So now they'll re-huddle. But what an absolutely big recovery of the fumble on Schober by the Giants. There'll be timeout for the Giants. Speaking of
timeout number 2,
Kaler's stats,
Giants.
He has had 40 tackles, total tackles, solo and assisted on the season. 4 of those tackles were for a loss. He had 3.5 sacks
the South Beloit bleachers.
on the air.
You probably can't smell
some other notable
in the box.
stats defensively for South Beloit.
If you're feeling hungry,
Daniel Winterland, number 9,
we have delicious
6'2", 210 senior.
burgers cooking on the grill.
He has had
along
6.5
with
sacks
popcorn,
on the
candy,
season.
pretzels, and a lot of other delicious things to eat.
In my viewpoint, that we have the concession stand down below. We can give you a bird's eye view of, what's being cooked down there. We got some hot dogs and burgers. Smells really good. We don't have a delivery system up here, but that's okay. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Giants. Stewart, he's going to keep it himself, going to the right, but South Beloit right there again. If he got anything, it'd be about a yard.
That's a yard.
And there is Gabe Najera amongst a group of Sobos in there as well. Caden Cook as well. It'll be 3rd down and 9. And you have to look at this. This is going to be a very critical play for the Giants. I think this is a must convert here, because at third down, if you don't get it, you're going to have to kick it away, and it's going to be from your own end zone. So South Beloit's going to get very good field position. So this is a must, one of the first must convert plays of the game. Bajanis and Stewart looking for the snap. Stewart gets it. He's going to roll to the right. He's going to look for blockers. Trying to go along the sideline. He did not get close to the first down. Only a couple.
Stewart keeping the ball, getting a couple
kept
more
in
yards,
bounds.
but not enough to change
So
first
South
down.
Beloit holds. It'll be 4th down.
And 7 from close to the 10-yard line.
So it's interesting that Stewart has not gone to the air much so far. And you can understand why back this far, maybe not taking that chance. See if you can get a good kick out of it. Carreno from his end zone will take that stutter step that he does, and he'll kick it away. It will go across the 30, take a decent bounce, and will land about the 37-yard line of Alden-Hebron OLSHA.
The 37-yard line.
Where it will be 1st and 10 for the
Sobos.
Sobos.
1st and 10.
So talking about, Caleb Linneman, number 23 of the Giants, electric start to the season. The first 4 weeks, including the game against Abundant Life, where he had a boatload of touchdowns. It was absolutely electric performance. He's still amongst the top 10 rushers in I8FA. Despite now missing, the last half of the season. But he did have surgery on his leg. As we'll talk a little bit more down a little bit. And Harrington, J.P. Stewart, trying to get that football out, but Harrington was able to hold on to it, but it will be a loss. It will be a loss on the play of 1. Excellent job by Stewart on that pursuit, filling that gap on the left side. But talking about Linneman, he had that electric start, and he did have a procedure this week, and it'll be a 6-month recovery time, so you won't see him on the wrestling mat, and might not be on the baseball field this year for the Giants, but expect him to be working hard and being back in full force next season, as he is a sophomore. He does have 2 more years to go. Cook, shotgun, steps up, launches down the field. He's got a man, but it's incomplete. It was Cam Meister, the big tight end, trying to outstretch and get that football. He did not, as Cook just led it a little bit too far to the left. It'll be 3rd down. So Cook was trying to dial up similar route that he did on the right side to Landon Reed earlier in the game for that long touchdown. Score is still 14-6, South Beloit over Alden-Hebron here. We're at 4:50 to go here in the 2nd quarter. We're going to have Hagstrom split out to the right. Cook in the shotgun again. Hagstrom's got one-on-one coverage, but he's going toward Harrington again. It's overshot him again. That's the 2nd straight time, 2nd straight play that South Beloit had the matchup they wanted and threw it just overthrown. That receiver, Harrington, there, but before that it was Meister. So they are seeing something. Coach Radisky is seeing something in the Giants secondary, saying we're going to take shots deep and try and see if we can get more big plays. But it will be 4th and 11, so the Giant defense doing their job. And it will be, the South Beloit will huddle up. And they will come to the line in punt formation. Trying to do a hard count. Not getting any movement. Hagstrom boots it straight up in the air. Everyone's trying to get away from it. It will take a Sobo bounce.
That punt goes straight up in the air.
Because that was one of those that had the hang time. Was resembling Michael Jordan there for a little bit.
And finally
and that will be
inside the
a pretty good punt, actually. All things considered, at the 14-yard line, where Alden-Hebron will take over. So one that wasn't, in the words of textbook, turned out pretty good. The Giants will take over. 4:34 left to go here in the second. Stewart, shotgun formation. 3 to the right. Stewart's going to keep it himself up the middle. He's going to keep it. He's going forward across the 20. So a good start on first down for the Giants.
J.P. Stewart taking the ball across.
It'll be at about the 21-yard line.
Down to
so that'll be a gain of 7.
Very decent gain. 2nd and 3.
Call 2nd and 3 for the Giants. So looking at South Beloit, who's out there on that front. You see Daniel Winterland on the right, number 9. Then Andrew Kaler next to Winterland right now. And you've also got Keaton Pouch, number 23, on that left. And Bajanis is going to get the direct snap again, going right. And he will get close to the first down, may have it.
Gabe Najera getting in.
He does have it, and it will be a first down for the Giants.
But not before the runner is able to obtain it.
That's so crucial, that leaning over. That leaning over to the, when you have the football, not making sure that knee goes down. Getting that extra little bit of real estate and getting the first down. So now you see the switch of offensive linemen for Alden-Hebron. So Max Benitez is coming out, and Johnny Mishek, number 73, is coming in. So you've seen that. We talked about it with Coach Lawler. You see them switching it out to getting them more experience. So this is a high-profile time for number 73 to be coming in. He's going to be on the right guard. He's going to be to the right of Stewart. JP under center. Going to hand off to Bajanis. Bajanis going right. He will get a few yards as he does cross the
few tough yards
25-yard line.
Right of center for a gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
They'll give him 4 yards on that play. It will be 2nd and 6. So you wonder now as the clock goes under 3 minutes in the second half, do you wonder if Alden-Hebron OLSHA starts to pick up the pace a little bit? Will they go to more of a hurry-up style? We've seen that a few times. Stewart takes the snap. It's going to be a pitch to the left for Jack Stewart. Jack is going to go close to, across the 30-yard line. So there will be about a gain of 2 on the play. It'll be
Stewart
3rd down.
Making some moves.
Be 3rd down and 4 for the Giants. Clock continues to roll. 2:23 left to go in the first half. All right, here they come to the line again. JP under center. Pitched right to Bajanis, and South Beloit was ready for it, although Bajanis will get a yard or 2. But there were some Sobos closing in quickly.
Nice pitch, gets a couple more yards for the Alden-Hebron.
But it will be 4th down.
Short 2.
About 4th and 2. Clock continues to roll here, so let's see if they're going to take the clock all the way down. They've used 2 of their timeouts already. So they are going to punt it away. I think if you're Coach Lawler and you can keep this at 14-6, you'll be happy, as Carreno will kick it away, and it will take a bounce, and it's going to roll along the sideline. It did hop out of bounds real quickly at about the 44-yard line of
Alden-Hebron Giants.
So South Beloit will have 56 yards to go to try and get a score before the first half, as we have 1:27 left on the clock. This is a fast-moving game. Glad to be here with you. Matt Mishek, I want to give credit to our camera person today. That is none other than Christine Mishek, my wife. So thank you very much. South Beloit, critical, important drive here. Difference between 8 points and more. Rest right here. Cook, shotgun snap. He's going to launch it right down the middle. Pass is caught by Hagstrom across the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He might not go down. He is not going down. He's going in for a touchdown. He had J.P. Stewart engaged at about the 25-yard line, and he took him into the end zone with him. What a play by Hagstrom. Oh, my. He rode J.P. Stewart into the end zone 25 yards at least. He said, I am not going down, and I'm going to find the end zone. That took 13 seconds. Cook looking to the end zone again on the 2-point. He's got Landon Reed right there.
And a nice
little pass out to the right inside the pylon, 22-6. South Beloit, the Sobos, with a big-time play right there and putting some distance between them and the Giants. So I mentioned Hagstrom getting the touchdown there. And taking a look at his stats coming in. A lot of good defensive work. 57 total tackles, but catching the football, not much on the stat sheet for Hagstrom. So this was we're seeing now that the change that Coach Radisky put in, having Hagstrom out here on the as a receiver and paying big dividends. 22-6 now, South Beloit. Minute 14 to go in the half. Now it's the strategy of what will the Giants do? As they were hoping to be down by 8 going in, now it's a little bit more of a gap. So let's see what they have the strategy on offense. Here's the kicks away. It's a shorter kick. It's going to roll toward Armbrust. Armbrust is going to pick it up on the bounce. 25 and across the 30. And it will be down at about the 33-yard line. So Armbrust doing his job on the return, getting it out to about the 32, 33-yard line. That'll be first down. So if there's ever a time to, put the hurry-up offense in place for Alden-Hebron, you have to think it's right now, trying to get into the mind of the coaching staff. As we have the Giants coming to the line. Benitez back in the game at right guard. Stewart with Stewart in the backfield. Jack Stewart. Now it's going to be a pass back to JP. It's going to be incomplete. This was the same exact play that they ran at against AFC last week with success.
Second down.
But the pressure up front by the Sobos forced Jack Stewart to get the throw off, and it was incomplete wide of where JP was. So the timing just wasn't there on that play. So South Beloit had seen them run that play previously, probably in the highlights. Second down and 10. Bajanis going right. Louis is going to be across the 40, fighting for that first down. He's going to be close. He's going to be close to that first down marker. It might be a little short. I think it is. That's going to be timeout for the Giants, and I think that's going to be their last timeout.
Third and short one.
So it'll be the last timeout. 52, just a little bit over 52 seconds left to go.
Alden-Hebron taking their last timeout.
Approaching 2 o'clock here. We're about 1:55. Macon, Meridian, Milledgeville, Amboy, Milford, Cissna Park. The 2 p.m. starts. So good luck to those teams as they start their playoff journey. That was a wild scenario for that 16th spot, where Meridian getting the beneficiary of the tiebreakers to get that spot over a couple of other teams. The wrinkle that was thrown in there was that Orangeville could not get that win in the final week against Abundant Life. The Abundant Life's the team from Madison that a lot of these teams have had to play to fill the void of a couple of the other teams that had folded. 3rd and 1 And it's going to be up the middle. Jack Stewart, direct snap. And it's going to be a first down for the Giants. Now it's going to be 49 seconds left.
That's a first down for the
So now they're going to go right to the huddle. Or no huddle offense. They're going to be right to the line. Clock is moving now, 46, 45. Stewart, 4 receivers to the right. Snap. Short pass, Fabian Carreno. He's going to stay inbounds, so they got to move. 49-yard line. So it's just a short gain there. Clock continues to move, 30 seconds. We'll see if they do a spike here.
Gets 4 yards.
Nope, the clock continues to move. There are no timeouts, so they got to get back to the line. And now John Lawler's talking to the officials. That clock's moving. 20, 19. So you got to dial up something now. 15, 14, 13, 12. They do get it off, and it's going to be a flag down. So if it's a false start, we'll see if there's going to be a runoff here. So it's a false start on the Giants.
False start on the Alden-Hebron Giants.
So we'll see what happens here when the ball is downed. Yep. Now the clock's now moving. 9, 8, 7. And I don't believe they're going to get this off. We are going to reach halftime here at South Beloit High School, where the Sobos with 22 unanswered points will get to the locker room with a 16-point lead over the Alden-Hebron OLSHA Giants, 22-6. And what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and take a break. We'll be back with the stream. We'll have the pictures for you up, but we'll be back in about 10 minutes, and we'll start going over some of the games that are in progress around the league. So stick with us. We'll be back in about 10 minutes.
And now, to introduce the South Beloit dance team, who's going to perform on the track to some wonderful music. Ladies, your music is on. Okay, folks, in my hand, I've got a winning 50-50 ticket. So if you bought a 50-50 ticket, pull it on out now. The winner today is going to be worth $325. The winning number today is 422520. Again, that number is 422520. If you have that ticket with that number on it, please see Lori Radisky at the front gate, where she will have a prize for you.
Would you give me your bag so you could step in it? too.
Yep.
Temperature dropped out there.
A little bit.
Well, hopefully you get good reviews on what I'm doing, because I'm trying to. I missed a couple scans back and forth, but I'm trying to like zoom in when I need to. And I'm trying to make it good.
Sure, it's good. Moving fast.
It moves a lot faster.
I'm not getting in anyone's way. I think I'm okay with it. I know they
Right
went
here.
over here. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you're.
Yeah.
But.
All right, welcome back to South Beloit High School. We're at halftime. About 4 minutes left to go in the half. It's 22-6. South Beloit with the lead over Alden-Hebron OLSHA. Matt Mishak with you. Just before we start the second half, we'll just look at some of the scores happening around the I8FA playoffs. And we've got West Carroll against West Central. West Carroll is up 19-0 at the half. That was one of the 1 p.m. starts. And the other 1 p.m. start besides this game, check this score out. Polo 22, Hiawatha 14 at the half. So you talk about a close game at the half, you know, with the Marcos having that 8-point advantage. That might be a little bit closer than a lot of people were thinking going into it. You know, the third-seeded Polo Marcos, you know, getting a game from the Hawks early on. So we'll keep an eye on that one as it progresses. I think there is also, a local broadcast going on for that one. But we'd love to have you stay here with us. But we're keeping an eye out on what's happening in Polo. But those two games going on right now, just underway at 2 p.m. start times. Macon Meridian making the drive to top seed Milledgeville. And then Amboy, the Clippers, hosting Milford Cissna Park. Those are just getting underway. At 3 p.m., we'll have St. Anne. The Cardinals are hosting Metro East Lutheran, the 6 versus 11. And later on at 6 p.m. tonight at South Fork, we'll have Galva, taking on the second-seeded Ponies. So here, 22-6 is the score. So Alden-Hebron OLSHA taking the same approach as the Week 6 matchups where they did take the early lead, struck first on a long touchdown run, 40-plus yards by Jack Stewart. He took a direct handoff up the middle and outran the Sobos into the end zone. Missed the 2-point conversion. Then shortly after that, when South Beloit got the ball back, they went to the air. It was Caden Cook, who's been exclusively the quarterback under center, throwing a deep pass down to Landon Reed, who was the primary quarterback before, and Reed took it all the way in. They tie the game up at 6. Then on an ensuing possession for South Beloit was J.C. Schober getting a bowling run up the middle into the end zone, then a 2-point conversion there. And then another big touchdown pass over the middle. It was Cook. This was it was beyond midfield. He threw it over the middle, and Hagstrom caught it at about the 30-yard line. Turned upfield. J.P. Stewart, the safety, got on Hagstrom, but Hagstrom kept fighting all the way in. Would not go down, and made it all the way into the end zone. And that was a real tide-turning play for South Beloit because it only took 13 seconds. It was after the Giants punted it away, and it was 1:27 on the clock in the second quarter. It was just that big play, 13 seconds, all it took to get South Beloit an extended lead. So that is the scoring where we stand here. A couple of notes statewide. Definitely want to give kudos to Hayden Schofield of Orangeville. The Broncos not making the playoffs, but he did make it up to number 4 in the I8FA career rushing leaderboard. So he is a junior, so he has one more full season to go. And his yardage total, he was knocking on the door just short of 2,000 yards. So if you look at the list that was provided by NIUC football, he is under 1,700 yards away from the top spot of all time. So if he puts together a similar season, this upcoming is senior season, he could have that top spot. So congratulations to Hayden for climbing the list there, but also history last night. Pawnee, 42-30 winners over Flanagan, Cornell Woodland. But in that game, Caden Ward is now the all-time passing leader in I8FA. With his performance in that game, he takes the top spot. And that's just a little bit of a cherry on top for Pawnee in that game as they move on to the round of 8. Pawnee will play the winner of Amboy Milford Cissna Park. That one's just getting underway. So definitely, and they've got 3 additional minutes on the clock here at halftime. So some notes there. And here come the Sobos back onto the field. So we'll thinking about what the Giants need to do, as they are actually, South Beloit's going to get the football here in the second half to start with. So definitely a defensive stop needed. That's job number 1, to get the ball back. And then to just run their offense and to get some more blocking up front. They were able to get a few first downs in the first quarter on those early drives. But since then, the Sobos have come up and been a little bit more aggressive up front and have, stopped the progress of the Giants for the most part. A little bit of confusion at the end of the first half as Alden-Hebron thought they had a timeout left. They weren't able to get it, so the clock kept running and time ran out before they could try and get another score before the half. But this is where we stand, 22-6. But talking with Coach Lawler before the game, this season has been one of growth for a lot of the younger players on the team, the ones that are in their freshman year, sophomore year, junior year. They're really working at, developing, progressing. He feels that, at 7-2, it's good value that they've gotten out here in the season with all the injuries that they've had at the start of the season, and of course the notable injury to Caleb Linneman. And they've gotten to this point with a 9 seed. You're feeling pretty good about that. But he's definitely has an eye looking ahead with all the players that he has, and do want to give a little bit of recognition to the players that have been a part of the OLSHA co-op that Alden-Hebron has had a part of this year. So, Louis Bajanis, is definitely the main feature from that group, but a lot of important players that have been on the scout team and have done well in JV games. That includes John Vogrick, Nick Campa, Joe Jelinek, Joseph Espinoza, Cesar Almanza. So they have done a really nice job, and they've been a valuable part of the program. And Fabian Carreno got a chance to talk with him, and he said they've been very important as they've been a valuable part of the scout team, that they've been able to run in practices. So definitely a partnership, a co-op that has worked very well this season for Alden-Hebron and OLSHA. Everyone's gotten along. Everyone has really nice things to say about it. So, looking ahead to the future, they love having the partnership. Want to take a moment to talk about the coaching staffs of both teams. So we've got, John Lawler, obviously the head coach, Jason Nelson, the offensive coordinator for Alden-Hebron OLSHA, Jake Clevin on the line, Mr. Ryan Stewart, the defensive coordinator, Mr. Mike Laffin, another assistant coach that works with the offensive and defensive linemen. On the film, we've got Logan Klein. And then on managers, you've got Addie Cunningham, Brooke Slepsevich, and Olivia Klein as well. They've been doing a great job with the statistics, and their support has been awesome. So for South Beloit, so we've got Josh Radisky is the head coach. Then you've got the he's got family that is a part of it. As we have the second half kickoff, South Beloit receives it, and it's going to be Cam Meister across the 40 to the 42-yard line. We'll go back to the coaching staff. So he's got Bob Radisky, his father, that has coached with him since 2010, Justin Saber, and then also his son, Bodie Radisky, who has been an instrumental part of his staff as well, and then Bill Shepard as well for the Sobos. So we're back to live action as Meister did get a good return on that. To about the 42-yard line, where the Sobos will take over, and it still will be Caden Cook.
When we're going that way?
Yep.
You got to slide that way so you can get the camera on.
Got it. Just getting a little bit of instruction here as Cook is firing it out there to the right. It'll be across the 45-yard line.
Fast to Landon Reed. He dives yards.
And that's going to be a quick pass out to Landon Reed. Reed caught the long touchdown pass early on. It'll be second down. Second down and 7. All right, second down and 7. Cook, another short pass to Reed, almost a repeat of the previous play, but a good read out there by Kyle Linneman. So Kyle Linneman into the game, 5'9" freshman.
35.
And a good solid tackle there. That'll be third down and 5. So some energy coming in from the number 9 for Alden-Hebron OLSHA. So third and 5. This is a big play. Big play for the Giants to try and get South Beloit off the field. You hear the wind starting to pick up a little bit. Cook under center. Handoff, Harrington up the middle, across the 30, and he's got the first down. He broke the tackle of Jack Stewart and fell forward across midfield. And it will be a first down at the 46-yard line of Alden-Hebron.
For a South Beloit first down.
So big first down for the Sobos. At the 46. Cook, you've got I formation. Schober the lead block. He gets the football right away out across the 40. 40 down to about the 36. His knee did go down. They will give him a first down. They will give him a first down as it looked like his knee was close to being down, but he was still reaching across to the 35, and that is a first down for the Sobos. And wasting no time getting to the line, getting the play in. Offensive line doing a fantastic job for South Beloit. Cook, split backfield. Cook back to throw. He's going to swing it out to Harrington. What a hit! What an absolute hit on the play. And that was Louis Bajanis with a huge hit on the swing pass out. He knew exactly what was happening, and Bajanis with a major lick and putting the ball back 6 yards. 2nd and 16. That's exactly the spark that Alden-Hebron OLSHA is looking for. So Cook is going to sweep it. It's going to go to the right side. He's got Meister. Meister's going to roll over J.P. Stewart and get out to about the 31-yard line. And he'll get a big bunch of that yardage back.
Pushing through a defender and picking up a few more yards.
So that'll be it's called a gain of 9. It'll be third down and 7.
To field the play, it will be third and a reasonable 7.
All right. So another big third down opportunity. Clock continues to move. 8:43 left to go here in the third quarter. Cook, I formation. And it's going to be a toss to Harrington, running right, down the sideline, across the 30. Forced out by Linneman and Armbrust. And it will be a fourth down play at the 29-yard line of Alden-Hebron. So now's the time, if you're the Giants, to get a stop. Key moment here. Looking up front, Carreno, Ainger, Nanini. Looking right there, you see Bajanis clapping. And here it is, fourth down. 4th and 4 at the 29-yard line of Alden-Hebron. Cook in the shotgun, nobody with him. He's got 2 split out, 2 in the slot. Cook down the middle looking for Reed. Reed, let's see what it is. Does he have it? It hit the ground, incomplete, and Alden-Hebron's going to get the football. We're looking at Landon Reed. He made contact with the football as going down, but the referee, you can see, was pointing saying the football hit the ground without control. So that is a first down for Alden-Hebron, and they will get the football back. They got the stop that they were looking for. $7:42 left here in the third quarter. Stewart directing traffic. He's got Bajanis to the left. Bajanis blocking for Stewart. It's back to throw in the pocket. Now he's going to drop it off to Jack. Jack's going to go across the 30, the 35. The cross is going to be fast. The first time marker still going. 45 midfield. 40-yard line. Dragged down by a bunch of Sobos, but not until he gets across the 30 to the 28-yard line of South Beloit. So what an individual effort by Jack Stewart. His brother JP dumping off that screen pass. And a huge play, exactly what the Giants needed. And it's 1st and 10 for Alden-Hebron OLSHA at the 28-yard line. Boy, it looked like just a real simple play. And it has been a big gain for the Giants. What an effort from Jack Stewart. Now JP, same formation as before, back to throw again. Got a pocket, now he's going to dump it off to Bajanis. Bajanis slips. So Bajanis does slip a little bit, but he still gets a couple.
Pass complete to Jack.
And it's a gain of 1.
Bajanis slipped though and fell, but gained a yard. It will be 2nd and 9.
So 2nd and 9 for the Giants. Trying to take the air out of the momentum that South Beloit has at the moment to punch it in here. Ainger gets up to the line at center. Got Mishak to the right and Anini to the left on that line. Stewart, Bajanis, both of them looking for the snap. Who's going to get it? He's doing that. Armbrust goes in motion to the right. It's going to be Bajanis on the direct snap, going to the left, across the 35, and he's going to be the 25-yard line and down close to about the 23.
Bajanis carrying the ball again. Around the left-hand side.
Will be 3rd down. And we'll call it about 7. We'll call it 6. 3rd and 6. Another big play here. And you would think this is going to be 4-down territory. A little bit outside of Carreno's range for a field goal, and the wind is blowing. You can see it. I mean, it is a little bit of a tailwind, but it's a toss to Bajanis to the right, trying to get there. He cannot get there. He might have gotten a yard, but Caden Cook was the one on the end that came around and forced him to go back inside. And a big, also pursued by Daniel Winterland, number 9, and they slowed that down before it could get going. What a great job by Cook recognizing that. He sealed off the end so Bajanis could not get full speed going outside and had to cut it back in, and a host of Sobos came in. 4th down, a huge play here for Alden-Hebron. At the 24-yard line, Stewart takes it, pitches to Jack. Jack's going to throw it back to JP. Can he get this one? He can, but he's not going to get there enough for the 1st down. They let it happen. Chase Harrington was right there along with Cam Meister, and that did not get close to the 1st down marker. It will be 1st and 10 for South Beloit. They had tried that play earlier. It resulted in an incompletion, but South Beloit was saying, hey, we'll have you make the catch because you weren't that far downfield, and we'll tackle you well short of the 1st down marker. So South Beloit will take over. 4:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Cook under center, split backfield. He's going to hand it to Harrington running right. Chase doesn't have much real estate to go, but he will pick up.
There was nothing there.
He will not pick up anything.
Manages to get back to the original.
Good job by the Giants pursuing on the right side, led by Stewart. Now South Beloit, you might think, hey, maybe we'll take our time a little bit. Try and milk some of the 3rd quarter clock. Second down and 10. Cook back to throw. He's on the run. He's got Meister out there. Did he catch this one? No, incomplete.
Pass intended for Cameron Meister.
So Meister just unable to haul that in.
3rd down and 10.
So 3rd and 10. Meister, we mentioned as the tight end, 13 catches on the season, 229 yards. but the majority of those coming from Landon Reed. But we've seen Caden Cook exclusively as quarterback in this game, and so John Lawler for Alden-Hebron OLSHA is going to take a timeout and talk it over because it's another big third down play.
Taken by the South Beloit Sobos.
Oh, they'll say South Beloit took that timeout. Taking in the atmosphere here. Alden-Hebron cheerleaders trying to pump up the crowd.
It's time to start thinking about basketball. High school boys basketball will have tryouts starting on Monday, November 10th.
So West Carroll checking in on some of those scores for the in-progress games. They're now up 26-0 on West Central in the third. And Polo and Kirkland at Hiawatha. It was 22-14 at the half. Polo has extended the lead to 28-14 in the third quarter. So Polo getting things going early on. Amboy up 16-8 on Milford Cissna Park in the first as well. And Milledgeville already up 22-0 on Macon Meridian. Cook back to throw on third down. Big play over to the top. He's got Hagstrom wide open. 40, 50, 40. Kyle Linneman, the only one trying to take him down. 30, 20. No chance. Touchdown, Sobos.
See the rest of it all the way down the field.
So it is another touchdown for Hagstrom, his second of the day. A long touchdown pass. And 28-6 now is your score. 4:18 left to go here in the third quarter. So Zane Hagstrom having himself a huge day. And Caden Cook put it out there only where he could get it. And there was a lot of real estate to take it all the way. Now Cook in the shotgun on the two-point attempt. That's going to be a pass to the right again. Same two-point play as before, and they convert again. Landon Reed out there. 30-6 now. 4:18 here as we are under the sunshine here at South Beloit High School.
And the Alden-Hebron Giants 6.
So South Beloit getting that extension of the lead. So Coach Radisky's message is being well received. Let's shake off what happened in the last 2 weeks against West Carroll and Polo, and get back to what we're doing. Get back to what we know we can do, and they're doing it. They're doing it big time through the air. 3 passing touchdowns for the Sobos today. And it has been Caden Cook behind center. So South Beloit will kick off. Doing the kicking today has been Kendall Rosado. Number 82. He will squib it. Hits Linneman, hits Kyle Linneman. He falls on it. So good job there. So he did a nice job. Actually, we'll give credit. That's actually Emmanuel Alvarez, number 92. As we had Rosado was 82, and Alvarez is 92. That's 9-2 on the jersey number. He's been doing the kicking today for the Sobos, doing an effective job. Giving the Giants the football, 1st and 10 here at the 33-yard line. Got 2 split out to the left for the Giants. Carreno's one of them. Now Bajanis going in motion. It's Stewart. Stewart back to throw. He's going to fire it over the middle for Bajanis, but it's tipped and almost into the arms of Harrington, but a great job by Hagstrom.
Down by Zane Hagstrom.
So Hagstrom doing it all. Catching touchdowns.
2nd and 10.
Knocking down that pass. It'll be 2nd down. That was a play that the Giants did run last week where Bajanis did go across the middle. They were able to get a big gain there. But here, falls incomplete, 2nd down. Sobos read that really well. Second and 10. Stewart with Bajanis in the backfield. Stewart going a little bit of emotion. Bajanis is swallowed up. Bajanis swallowed up by Gabe Najera. You talk about Gabe. You can look at his stats for the year. 73 total tackles, 2 for loss. That was, you can add a third to that one. Had 5 tackles last week against Polo. Coach Radisky saying he's a bother, along with Andrew Kaler on the ends, and he swallowed up Bajanis with that carry. So third down and about 12. Stewart back to pass. Doesn't have much time off his back foot. Bajanis is wide open though. 40, 45 midfield, 45, 40, 35. Out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It's a big first down for the Giants. So J.P. Stewart keeping his cool. When it comes in, dumps it over the top. And Louis Bajanis takes it to the 35-yard line.
First and 10.
Good presence of mind there. So we're just under 3.5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Stewart. Bajanis up the middle. Gets upended after a gain of 3.
Louis taking the ball again, this time trying to run over Chase Harrington.
So Harrington is able to corral him after that 3-yard gain.
Second and 7.
Second down, as you see Armbrust. Cole coming in. Louis coming out after a breather. 2 productive plays there for the Giants. The Stewart shotgun formation. Armbrust to his left. Louis to the right. Armbrust in motion. He's going to get the sweep to the right. Looking for a block from Nannini. He gets it a little bit. He will get a few yards. And he's still fighting. Can he get a first down? It's going to be close.
Armbrust. Hard to pull.
It looks like, hold on.
To get across the first down line.
Yeah, hold on just a second here. And it's good, tough running from Cole. And it will be a first down. Good job by Armbrust there. First downs to work the ball down the field, try and get a score and get back in this. Stewart. Under center, pitch to Bajanis. Bajanis coming off the right side. And there'll be just a couple of yards there. Spotted at about the 22-yard line of South Beloit. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Small 2-yard gain. It will be 2nd and 8.
I want to thank all of you for listening in today. It's turned out to be a gorgeous day here in South Beloit. 2nd and 8. Clock at 1:30 here in the third quarter. Pitch to Armbrust going off left side. And a good stick there by Schober.
Call Armbrust again.
Armbrust does get a couple, but Schober was right there with a sure tackle.
It is 3rd and 6.
And in comes Bajanis on third down. Defensive front for South Beloit doing the job on that play. So third down here. 20-yard line. Crowell on the left tight end spot. Carreno on the right tight end spot. Stewart in the shotgun. Louis right there, but JP has it. JP's looking to throw. He fires it over the middle. Carreno jumping up for it. Does not make the catch. And almost an interception for Hagstrom. But it is incomplete. So Carreno using that basketball leaping ability, just unable to come on down with it. So speaking of basketball, that is right around the corner, obviously, after these playoffs are done. For Alden-Hebron Giants, though, they have their Hall of Fame coach back in Rick Peterson, who after taking a year at Marion Central and Woodstock, he is back with the program and coaching the basketball team. So they're looking to have a rebound year. Carreno, one of the stalwarts on the team, along with a few others. Hayden Nelson, another player on that team who's on this football team, a football squad. They're going to be getting ready for basketball pretty soon. But on South Beloit's side, they do have Landon Reed, who is on the basketball team, and Carreno and Reed have had some battles on the hardwood over their careers, so they're looking forward to getting to that. But we do have this football playoff season first, so we'll see how the basketball program at Alden-Hebron progresses under the watchful eye of Rick Peterson, who was there for a few years and then went to Marion, but now is back. Fourth down. Big play here for the Giants. J.P. Stewart in the shotgun formation. Looking back at the official now. He gets the go-ahead. Bunch formation. Bunch up in front of him. Stewart. He is pushed in the backfield, and now he is sacked, and that is a huge play by the Sobos. Daniel Winterland and Andrew Kaler. It was Kaler that's going to get the sack.
And Andrew Kaler teaming up to take
They were teaming up there. And now South Beloit will take over on downs. 38 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. .38 seconds here. Cook directly under center I formation backfield. And Cook's going to hand it to Harrington. Harrington switched through. 40, and he is gone. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he is in all the way. 70-yard run for Chase Harrington. Just that one simple move through the line. And he was all the way in. A touchdown for South Beloit. 36-6 is the score. 27 seconds left. So that took 11 seconds. That was actually even shorter than the 13-second play they had before the half. So one play, one explosive play, and South Beloit in cruise control right now. There's a flag on the play that's on the field now. See if this will back the Sobos up a little bit. Yep, this will move the try back a little bit to about the 7-yard line.
Going against the Sobos. A 5-yard penalty. The Sobos have the ball on the 8-yard line.
Now they're going to try the extra point. All right, so we have Valente Ortega, number 55, starting offensive lineman, is going to try the extra point. Out of the hold. Kick is up. It is on the way, and it is right through and good.
The kick is up and good.
Good hold and a good kick from Ortega.
From Valente Ortega, our field goal kicker.
37-6, South Beloit extends the lead. 27 seconds left here in quarter number 3. In progress scores to update you on. Amboy leading Milford System Park 24-8, still in the first quarter there out in Amboy. Clippers having a good start to the game. Milledgeville rolling as usual, 30-0, leading Macon Meridian in the first. So the winner of this game will, in all intents and purposes, look to play they are playing the winner of the Milledgeville-Macon Meridian game, and Milledgeville off to a really good start as usual. So if South Beloit and Milledgeville win, then the game will be in Milledgeville. A long way to go in that one. See if Meridian can make a comeback. Alvarez is going to try and kick this a little deeper. That one's going toward the sideline and out of bounds.
Kick went out of bounds.
So the Giants will take over without a return.
35-yard line.
Still have the updated scores now. 42-0 is the score between West Carroll and West Central in the third quarter. So West Carroll in control there. So they will be are pointing towards signs that they'll be moving on to the round of 8, and will take on the winner of South Fork and Galva. That's going to be played later on tonight. Polo and Hiawatha, that score still reading 28-14 in the third quarter. Stewart under center, or in shotgun formation. Stewart is going to run up the middle, but met by a Schober and a few other Sobos after a gain of 2 or 3.
Stewart keeping the ball, finding a little room to run, gaining a couple yards, second and a long.
And that will be the last play of the third quarter, where South Beloit continues on their unanswered point streak of 37 in this game and have a 37-6 lead going into the fourth quarter.
We now have a score of the South Beloit Sobos, 37 in the Alden-Hebron Giants.
So we talked about the family aspect of the South Beloit coaching staff with Josh Radeski and his father Bob and his son Bodie. Do have that on the Alden-Hebron side, Alden-Hebron OLSHA side of things, with JP and Jack Stewart being brothers, but also their dad Ryan Stewart is the fine defensive coordinator of the Giants, and it has to be a thrill for all of them to play on the same team, be a part of the same group, and it's something that I had a chance to talk to both JP and Jack, and they said that it's been a thrill, watching them as a group achieve goals together. But I think it has been probably extra special for Ryan, who's not sitting too far from me, that he is enjoying every bit of it, no matter what the final score is saying. Start of the fourth quarter, 37-6. Stewart and Majanis. Majanis is going to get this direct snap, go across the 40 to about the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. And that will bring up third down. So a nice gain for Bajanis.
A few more yards gained on that play. It will be 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2. Spotted at about the 43-yard line of Alden-Hebron. Looking for a first down here. Looking to try and close the gap here. Stewart shotgun. It's got Stewart and Majanis to the right. Stewart's going to throw. Short pass in the dirt.
J.P. Stewart not having much time to throw.
Carreno, and he was under duress, and he's been under duress most of the time. Most of the time up front. Brady Whaley and others coming through on that defensive line. Seeing Jonah Martinez there as well. They have had an exceptional day blocking for their running backs on the offensive line. And they're doing really well in the pass defense as well. Fourth down, 4th and short. Stewart with Bajanis as the tailback. Stewart to the right, and Carreno a little bit early there, and that's going to back him up.
Flag on the play.
When you are in this position, you do press a little bit. You're looking to make that great play, the big play to get a first down. Moved a little early. And now Carreno will be back in punt formation. He will drop it down and boot it end over end. Hagstrom's going to let it bounce. And they're just going to leave it alone this time. So J.P. Stewart downs it at about the 37-yard line of South Beloit, where they will take over.
Stops at the 38-yard line.
So definitely a lot of interesting storylines playing out statewide today. As we said earlier, Hayden Schofield now 4th all-time I8FA leading rusher. As Meister's going to get the handoff, going running to the right. He's going to get a first down and more across midfield and out of bounds. But Hayden Schofield, fourth on the list, looking ahead at Schofield's totals. He had over 1,900 yards this season. If he does that again, he would be the all-time career rushing leader per the list that's on NIUC football. So it'll be interesting to see Hayden Schofield and how he does in his senior season coming up. And Caden Ward last night, when Pawnee's win over Flanagan, became the all-time passing yardage leader in I8FA history. So congratulations to those two young men for doing a great job. Motion is Schober. Meister's going to get the handoff. He's going to sweep to the right. It's going to be a gain of a handful. Kyle Linneman and Ulysses Johnson there to make the tackle. Now, Ulysses Johnson had a fantastic game last week against AFC. So Ulysses taking the spot of Caleb Linneman at safety, and definitely having a few growing pains. But he did get 2 interceptions in, and they were highlight reel interceptions. The second one came off a deflection. He snatched it out of the air, acted like he plays baseball or something. But he got that, and he had 2 interceptions. So his career's come along as Cook gets the direct snap, and he's going to run across the 40, and he's going to get the first down across the 40 to about the 37-yard line.
Gets far enough forward where he's able to fall across the first down line. First down for the Sobos.
But, that goes back to what I mentioned earlier about, Coach Lawler, appreciating the progress of his group. And that's all you can ask for as a coach is, progression from where you were in July when things got started until right now. As Cook is going to hand it off to Harrington up the middle. Good stop there. Real good stop there is Alan Gorstietta, number 71. Led the charge. So that's a loss of 1 on the play. So good stand there on that play by the Giants. So nice job up front. See Kyle Anger on the sideline, number 74, to starting center, but also playing some defensive line. A good story that they had was Kyle and his brother Jake are part of the Alden-Hebron FFA program, and they were able to go to Indianapolis this week for the national convention. And we'll talk about that a little bit more on this next play as Cook is back to throw. He gets flushed out now. Being chased by Gorstietta. Now he's going to dump it to Harrington. Harrington's got room across the 30. Stewart's going to take him down. He's going to be down at about the 26-yard line.
Finally finds Chase Harrington.
And it'll be a first down for the Sobos. So Cook took his time, flushed out, and found that option, and it'll be a first down for the Sobos. But going back to the Anger brothers going to Indianapolis, they're part of that convention, but they also got to visit the Indianapolis Motor Speedway while they were down there, and they kissed the bricks when they were there, and they were sitting in some race cars. So those look really cool pictures that were out there. As Cook is going to hand it to Harrington, and Harrington is going to run into Gorstietta and a few other Giants. So not much happening on that spot. So another story from the Alden-Hebron side of things is that Mackenzie Mall, one of the cheerleaders, is actually a race car driver in the Midwest Legends Dirt Series. And she was able to do that as well. So it was kind of cool that she has the Facebook page, the 99 car, and they had the picture of that. And so to have someone that drives a race car to actually visit the greatest spectacle in racing is really a great story there. Trips formation, but then now Harrington comes in motion. Cook's going to fire it downfield. Nobody's there. Incomplete. Meister was on the left side and was thrown over the wrong shoulder, and Reed was on the right. It just split them.
Third down.
It'll be third down. But some really cool experiences happening on the Alden-Hebron OLSHA side of things. South Beloit, the Sobos, they had a volleyball regional here on Thursday. So there's a lot of activities happening here on the campus of South Beloit. And they are in control. Clock at 7:15. A little bit of a jump there from Gorstietta, so it's all right. Cook in the shotgun. 3rd down and 9, and there's going to be a timeout on the field. It will go to the Sobos.
Timeout taken by the South Beloit Sobos.
Doing a check-in on the in-progress scores. Nothing changing, at least from last reports.
The basketball season has already started down at our junior high building.
We talked about basketball. They're mentioning at South Beloit that the junior high basketball team is well underway, as well as the Alden-Hebron middle school basketball teams. They're both underway, and so hardwood is hitting the schools and getting hardwood fever.
The Blackhawk boys
about basketball.
Also at home on Tuesday versus OLSHA. Come see our boys play.
So they've had some. Alden-Hebron middle school boys basketball team have had a couple wins under their belt across the levels. 3rd down and 9. Cook back to throw. He's going to fire it downfield. Ulysses Johnson is there. He's got an interception. He's got another interception. He's got the 10 to the 20, to the 25, 30. He's across the 30. So Ulysses Johnson, his 3rd interception in 2 weeks. There is a flag down. We'll see if it was during the return.
That was Ulysses Johnson with the interception.
So we'll see what happens here. It is against South Beloit, so the interception will stand. So the Giants will get some additional yardage. But Ulysses Johnson.
Face mask against the Sobos.
As there's a face mask against the Sobos, but Ulysses Johnson with his 3rd interception in 2 games. And he came real close to having a 3rd one in the last game as well. So becoming a magnet for the football in the secondary for Alden-Hebron OLSHA. 7:02 left to go in the 4th quarter. Alden-Hebron OLSHA playing for pride now. Kyle Anger under center. Mishek to the right, Nanini to the left on the line. Stewart, got Carreno and Kroll up there as well. Stewart, JP over to Bajanis. Bajanis is going to get a couple of yards on the screen pass.
Pass is complete to number 35, Louis Bajanis, who is unable to get much.
And now they're going to go without a huddle. Up to the line. Stewart to the left. It's going to be an inside handoff to Jack Stewart. Jack Stewart's going to fight toward midfield. See if they'll give him the spot at midfield. It's going to be a little short. Now they're going to give him the 50-yard line. So right at midfield. So 3rd and 5. They will huddle up. But all credit to South Beloit in this one. Taking the early Jack Stewart touchdown run and turning it into 37 unanswered points. Almost a carbon copy of week 6. As Stewart, third and 5, trips formation. It's going to be a pass back to Jack. This is going to be a pass from Stewart. Jack Stewart wide open as Bajanis, but he got a little too much under it, but Bluey makes the catch. And it's going to be about at the 20-yard line as forward progress. So that did work. But it seemed like, and I can see Ryan Stewart's reaction next to me. The thing hung up there for I think about 30 seconds before it finally came down, and Bajanis making the catch at the 21-yard line. But it is a first down for the Giants. So Jack, saying, "Hey, older brother, I can sling it as well." 21-yard line. Stewart, JP over to Bajanis, across the 20. He's going to be close to the 15-yard line.
Pass off to the left. To a waiting Lou Bajanis for 5 yards.
So 2nd and 5, going without a huddle. JP empty backfield, and it's going to be a flag on the play. It's going to be a false start. So they'll back up to the original line of scrimmage.
Flag on the play against Alden-Hebron. That will take them back 5 yards for the false start. 2nd and 10.
Clock continues to move, just over 5 minutes left. Giants trying to get a touchdown here to get in the double digits in this one.
All you have to do is slide Daniel out on have Daniel slide out. Slide out. He's got contained anyway, so why not just get it?
Stewart. Bajanis gets the direct snap, going to the right, looking for a block from JP, didn't get it. So Daniel Winterland and a few other Sobos, including Schober, were there on pursuit.
Too many red shirts in the way.
So Jonah Martinez as well in on there. So the group of Sobos stopping that run to the right from Bajanis.
3rd and 10.
So 3rd and 10. They're all spread out now. We've got 4 receivers to the right. So is it going to be JP is going to, no, it's going to be on the flag before the play even gets started. Another false start against the Giants. That was setting up to be probably another Jack Stewart pass. But it's going to be 3rd and 15. Clock continues to roll. Just a reminder that the South Fork Ponies will play Galva at 6 p.m. tonight. And just underway, the 3 p.m. start is almost getting underway. St. Anne hosting Metro East Lutheran. Stewart looking over the middle for Bajanis, but no, he's going to go for Carreno toward the end zone. Did he catch it? He caught it, but I think he was out of bounds. He was out of bounds.
Pass is caught.
So he was not able to get 1 foot in.
Foot was out of bounds. 4th down.
So that was a well-thrown ball by JP, just ran out of real estate on that left sideline. But talking about the connection that they've had, Stewart and Carreno. Carreno with a number of touchdown catches this season. You know, really doing an excellent job. You know, one of the top 20 I8FA receivers on the season. Stewart back to Jack. That was a backward pass. It was incomplete. They'll call it incomplete, out of bounds, and South Beloit's going to take over on downs.
It's incomplete and rolls out of bounds. South Beloit will take over.
So taking a look at those receiving stats, I did mention from Fabian Carreno, 18 catches, 337 yards, 7 touchdowns. That was in progress. I do have a few other updated numbers. So on the season for Carreno, receiving 23 catches, 468 yards, 8 touchdowns. As was a direct snap, and that is Chase Harrington with the football, and he's going to get close to a first down. It's going to be a gain of 9. So 8 touchdowns for Carreno. A lot of them using that leaping ability to get over a defender that was one-on-one with him. There's 2:47 left here in the game. The clock ticking down and the season winding down for the Alden-Hebron OLSHA Giants. There's a fumble on the play. I think it was scooped up by Schober, so South Beloit will keep the football.
Getting the handoff, dropping the ball on the ground and picking it back up.
But to give
basketball. He's trying to dribble the ball.
Giants seniors some recognition here. You have JP Stewart, you have Carreno, you got Colton Crowell, Louis Bajanis, Matt Nanini, Kyle Anger, and also Manny Ortega. That was that came over in the co-op as well. He's a senior as well. So thank them for being part of the Alden-Hebron OLSHA football program. as it's going to be a handoff. It's pitch to Hagstrom going to the right, and Hagstrom is going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets a first down for the Sobos. And the clock is going to tick down.
On the right-hand side is enough for a South Beloit first down.
So South Beloit will be moving on, and they will be traveling, based on the score that is in progress right now. Milledgeville having a 30-point lead at least on Macon Meridian. They do now have a 44-point lead. 44-0 is the score in that game out in Milledgeville. So South Beloit will be on the move more than likely to Milledgeville next week. So congratulations to the Sobos for really 3.5 quarters of dominating football. Is under center and a pass out to the right to Harrington into the game.
Flag on the
for
play.
South Beloit is the backup quarterback, and that is Gage.
Down South Beloit Sobos.
Gage Pesechnik. 5'9", 170 pounds junior, in getting that short pass off to Harrington.
1st and 20.
But it's going to be called back on a penalty, so 1st and 20. There's a holding call. So another snap. Pesechnik hands off. Harrington hits the ground, but he picks it up. He's going to run 40. And just out of bounds at midfield. Good stick by Cole Armbrust. So Cole Armbrust is one of those freshmen for Alden-Hebron that's been progressing this season, and he'll be a big part of the defense next season as he puts the stick on Harrington. Prevents a first down at 2nd and 5. So you see Brady Wilty come off the field. We're getting some of the other Sobos in for the next few plays. Jonah Martinez back in. Andrew Kaler up there as well. So Kaler's going to be the center. Pesechnik is going to have a handoff to the left side. It's going to be across the 40, and Schober runs over Armbrust and takes it to the 26-yard line. That will be a first down, and that is going to be close to the last play of the game. They might have to run one more kneel down. But South Beloit, the Sobos, with a convincing victory here. And they're starting to feel it over there, and they're going to line up, and they're going to not have to run another play. So that will do it.
And it appears that is the end of the game. We're just waiting for the clock to.
South Beloit is progressing. 37 unanswered points to close out the game.
Is going to be the South Beloit.
South Beloit 37, Alden-Hebron OLSHA 6.
The Alden-Hebron Giants 6.
Alden-Hebron OLSHA will conclude their season at 7 wins and 3 losses.
Information on next playoff game will
South Beloit improves to 8-2 and progresses to the round of 8, where they will more than likely take on the Milledgeville Missiles, as that game is right now at 44-0 in the second quarter for Milledgeville over Meridian. So we'll take a look at some of the few other scores before we sign off. Going through last night, the Pawnee Indians winning over Flanagan 42-30, so they moved on in that one. As you can see, the Giants coming off the field, and as customary after their games, they're going to say thank you to their fans. So they do it right there and there. So a fun season for the Giants comes to a close, but we talk about the rest of the games going on in the state. Metro East Lutheran and St. Anne just kicking off now at 3 p.m. You can catch that on the TSSR network as well. So we've got West Carroll and West Central. That has gone final, so West Carroll is officially into the round of 8, as it is 42-8. So West Central did get on the board, but West Carroll 42-8 winners over West Central. So they are moving in to play the winner of South Fork and Galva later on this evening. That game starts at 6 p.m. Moving back to the Polo Marcos and Hiawatha Hawks. Polo is up 36-14 in the fourth quarter there as well. So Polo still looking like they're going to be moving on as well, barring any sort of comeback from the Hawks, but that's looking promising for them. And on that side of the bracket, they're going to play the winner of the St. Anne Metro East game. So the Polo Marcos looking in good shape to make it to the round of 8 based on that report. Amboy all over Milford System Park, 46-8. That's still reported in the second quarter. So Amboy looking promising, and that could set up that 4-5 matchup. Pawnee versus Amboy in that round of 8 that everyone's going to expect, but that's looking promising right now. We don't want to call anything official yet. We can call this one official though. 37-6, South Beloit over Alden-Hebron. Quick recap: Alden-Hebron OLSHA getting their touchdown on a run by Jack Stewart from midfield. It was just a straight handoff up the middle, and going all the way in for the touchdown to make it a 6-0 start for the Giants. But a lot of big plays for the South Beloit Sobos through the air and on the ground, leading to the touchdowns. Caden Cook had a wonderful day throwing the football. A lot of deep passes. Zane Hagstrom with 2 long touchdowns. The one that was, very much a highlight reel one was where it was a pass over the middle that it was caught at about the 30-yard line, and then J.P. Stewart of Alden-Hebron OLSHA was on his back all the way down, and he took it 25 yards. The rest of the way into the end zone on that play. And so some of the highlights of this game for the Sobos is they're shaking hands with their faithful, and it is a really good, jubilant scene for South Beloit here. So enjoying it, as now they will have to prepare to more than likely make the trek to Milledgeville for the next round of the playoffs. So heartbreak for Alden-Hebron OLSHA as their season comes to a close, but South Beloit progressing. So I want to thank everybody for listening to this stream. Thank you for hanging with us through the audio challenges at the start, but it's been a pleasure to be with you. And thank you again to my wife, Christine Mishek, for being the excellent camera operator that she is. So it was well done. The fans were out here on both sides. It was a great atmosphere. Smiles if you're in red. Still a few smiles if you're in the green and white. But hopefully this was an entertaining game for everyone to follow. It was a thrill for me. And thank you so very much. We'll wrap it up here from South Beloit. The final score, once again, South Beloit, the Sobos moving on the 37-6 win here against Alden-Hebron OLSHA. This is Matt Mishek signing off for TSSR Game Live. Enjoy the rest of the action across the state, and we'll talk soon. This has been TSSR Game Live.